Have you ever felt that fear that seems to take over everything? That paralyzes, suffocates, and steals your peace? But what if I told you that this fear doesn't have to dominate you? That there's a way to deal with it and move forward? Today, we'll explore what three giants, a philosopher, a prophet, and a writer, have to teach us about how fear can be faced without letting it control us. Before anything else, we need to understand what fear is. Fear is a natural reaction of the body and mind in the face of danger, a survival mechanism. But the fear we feel today isn't always linked to real danger. Often, it's a fear of the future, of the unknown, or even of the judgment of others. This kind of fear can turn into an internal tyrant that prevents us from acting and being happy. Epictetus, control your reaction, not the event. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught us that it's not events that disturb us, but our opinion of them. He said that we don't have control over everything that happens, but we have absolute control over how we react. According to Epictetus, fear dominates because we surrender control of our minds to it. The solution lies in separating what is within our control and what is not. When we apply this wisdom, fear ceases to be a master and becomes a mere visitor. Jesus, find courage in faith. Jesus spoke a lot about fear, but his strongest teaching is the invitation to trust and faith. In several passages, Jesus says, "Do not be afraid," showing that faith is the antidote to fear. But this faith isn't a denial of reality. It's a deep trust that sustains a person even in the face of a storm. Faith allows us to face fear without being paralyzed, believing that there is a greater purpose, even when everything seems uncertain. Dostoevsky, embrace suffering for transformation. Dostoevsky saw fear and suffering as doorways to a profound transformation of the soul. In his works, characters who face their fears reveal a hidden truth about themselves and about life. For him, running from fear is running from the possibility of growth. By facing fear, even with pain, we find meaning and freedom. How fear can be an ally. Fear, when understood, isn't an enemy. It's a warning, a signal. It alerts us to what's important, to the limits we need to overcome. Fear can be fuel for courage, if faced with consciousness and faith. Practical steps to prevent fear from dominating. Acknowledge fear honestly. Reflect on what is within your reach and what is not. Cultivate faith, whatever your belief. Use fear as a signal to act, not to flee. Seek help if you feel fear is overwhelming. Therapy, prayer, philosophy. If this video made you reflect on your fear, leave your comment telling us what the biggest fear you've ever faced was. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that blends philosophy, spirituality, literature, and real life. See you next time.